Well, he wants the food. He has
Okay,
seen
okay,
the
put
food,
the
so
food
it's
now.
like, should I put
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
How come I have foul as house pet? Well, a very crazy idea. My friends went for some because they have a Schreiber garden, and they called me and said, "Oh, do you want chickens?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I want chickens." And here they are, and yeah, we get along very well.
Are you going to eat them one day?
Really? Why is it that everybody is asking if I am going to eat my chickens? Of course not. They are just there for laying eggs. That's why I got them. They're really so cute, and they're like chip 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 the whole time. And no, I don't want to think about putting them into the pot. Yeah.
Shada.
My dad also traveled quite a bit, and he told us a little bit about Europe and about America. And when I got here, I must say it was a little bit more disappointing than I expected. Right now, I'm trying to better my Deutsch and my German, and so I've started to take an interest in reading also German books. So I have it always with me to read on the S-Bahn, on the U-Bahn, or when I'm waiting for an appointment and things like that. Oh, my greatest source of joy is my son. He's just wow. I mean, I think parents always, jubilate about their kids, exaggerate about their kids, but for me, it's that he's so much part of my life, and we've gone through so much, and he's still, very a happy boy. He's still very laid back. He's looks good, I'm sure, as a mother. I could exaggerate a bit, but yes, I'm really, really happy that I do have him in my life. So, as in child upbringing, it's a little bit more difficult, and I think that is just a little bit on the negative side because here a kid has actually more rights than the parent. A kid can say no, a kid can refuse to do whatever the parent says, and he has the right, or he or she has the right to do that. And I think that's not so good because they learn not to be respectful. On the other hand, they also are confident enough to say what they want to say. They are not timid, and they have that confidence of being who they are, which I think it's a good thing. But on the other hand, on the whole, I think that they raise people that are ending up very disrespectful. So that is one thing I do not find that is an advantage for bringing up a kid here. Today I went to court. There was a very funny situation today. I went to work an interpreter, and so there was this guy who took a lady to court. They have a kid together, and since the kid has been born, he has not been allowed to see this child because at the end of the pregnancy, he just came home one day and the lady had disappeared. She had stopped taking his calls. So he decided to take her to court because everything that he did, this lady refused to let him see the child. And so today we went to court. And what did he find out? He found out that actually this woman said the father is somebody else, even though this man had taken care of her all the time when she was pregnant, and all of a sudden one day he just came home and she disappeared. And so he's been trying all these years to get to see his child, and now he goes to court only to find out, well, you are not a dad. So that was a very big blow to him, and that was actually not so nice for him. Can you imagine just wanting to see your kid, fighting all these years to lay eyes on the kid that you've never seen before, just to be told, well, you are not a dad. So, which means she was having an affair. Either she was having an affair or she was just lying. Well, that's a lot of process for him to go through because it's not so easy. He cannot just say, well, I want a DNA because he has no rights whatsoever over this child anyway, since supposedly this child has somebody else's name. It's difficult here in Germany that way. If I believe in God, definitely yes. I mean, since coming here, I've heard a lot of different views. I've listened to people who say there is no God, the atheists, and a lot of people that I have met. But I do still believe that there is a God. There is no question about that. So yes, I do believe in God.
Do you believe in Jesus?
I do have a song from Ghana, which I just love. Well, it just means like at the end of the day, judgment day, as they say, God will choose who goes into heaven and who goes to hell. So it's just the choosing of souls.